It is Saturday, the 16th of September, 2023. It's my 45th day on the Lion diet of only beef, salt and water, which I'm trying to do for 1 year. Today I'd like to talk about why are the more older generation people on the carnivore than younger generation people. I'm filming this while I'm throwing a stick for my dog, this is. So you might see me just bending down and picking up the stick. Yeah, let me go and get it for her. Right, so basically, in most cases, you are pretty good at detoxing pollution toxins from the body at a young age. Your internal organs are stronger, so your liver, your kidneys, everything is stronger, pancreas, it's all in good working order. So the ability to eliminate toxins, to detox chemicals, pollutions from the body, either via the air that you breathe or via food that you eat. The toxins can come in plant foods that have been sprayed. So, everyone knows that. Even vegans would prefer to buy organic vegetables rather than normal ones that they know have been sprayed with lots of chemicals. But the truth of the matter is that especially the vegetables, root vegetables and things, and grains, seeds, seed oils and things like that, but there's toxins in these products. All these plant foods have chemicals in them to deter predators. They don't want to be eaten. So they got all these plant chemicals built into them, which have been shown to be proven, this has been proven, carcinogenic, cancer forming. Now, the general opinion is that the amounts in them, you need a lot more for them to cause cancer. So you can eat these broccolis and spinach and that, and the amount in them aren't going to give you cancer because there's not enough. But if there was more, there would be. So they won't give you cancer according to the scientists, which I guess everyone believes nowadays, do they? I don't think so. So, like I say, when you're younger, your body's great at eliminating all these toxins. So, the younger generation now, which are being taught which is the best foods to eat, don't eat red meat, don't eat high fat, stay away from animal fat, it's bad, cholesterol's bad, and they've been fed this from a young age when they're in school, and they truly believe it. And if anyone says anything different, they won't believe it. What they've been told by the scientists are right. How can you disagree with scientists? I've been taught this all my life, it's got to be right. They can't question it. When you've been brainwashed to the extent they have, very, very difficult. It was basically very difficult for me to come to the realization things aren't be true as what we've been told. So they believe what they've been told, plus they have good internal organs, young, which can get rid of toxins easier. They don't notice pollution. They can walk through a town city which has got lots of traffic with low wind, with smog build up, and they can be okay. Well, people who have bad detoxification, internal organs deteriorating, are suffering more in pollution. The younger generation aren't. Most of the younger generation are thinking, well, I'll tackle that problem when I get older. You know, when my body fails, when I'm older, then I'll start thinking differently. But as it is now, I feel okay, so everything's fine. Everything's fine and dandy. They're not going to be able to put two and two together at a young age, because the same with me. Not until you actually get ill. It's not until the illness start coming, which for me started in early 40s. Not until the body starts weakening and breaking down, and you think, what's going on here? And I thought I was on healthy diets. I thought I was very addicted to fitness. Very. I thought I'm not going to get ill. I'm not going to get like all these old people. I'm not going to get all the diseases they are getting. But I started to. And the young generation don't think they're going to. So it's people of my age, 58, a bit younger, in early to late 40s, onwards. But we are now realising that the plant-based diet isn't all it's cracked up to be. There's been a lot of propaganda involved with it from the food industries to brainwash people to think plant food is better than meat. The brainwashing has been extreme. It's all to do with money. It's all to do with not one, but there's, the big boss man on the top making a fortune. Same as it's always been. The same as kings. One country invades another country, and you got a king up here take over the country, and you start taxing the citizens, the plebs as they used to call them. And then it's always there's one person at the top with all the gold and the riches, and then you got the plebs like us who, throughout history, it was usually the kings who'd have the meat, and he'd be feasting on his pheasants and his deer and whatever, while the peasants would be eating the grain. And that's been for many, many years. The peasants would get the cheap vegetables and rubbish and grain, while the king, queen, and all the rich earls and whatever and landowners would be feasting on the meats. That's the way it's always been. So now, all of a sudden, they're trying to convince people, and I'm not going to call them stupid, because I got caught up in it all. I watched Forks Over Knives and all these vegan documentaries, and I thought, oh my God, I'm telling you how healthy you're going to be if you stop eating meat. Your health will improve. All your health problems will go away. What a load of rubbish. My health problems got exasperated 1,000-fold by going on these vegan and fruitarian and low-fat diets. It's the biggest load of rubbish ever spouted from any human being to another. And the young people believe it because they do feel okay eating these vegetables, because like I say, they can detox the pollutants from these vegetables. They can get away with it. They can feel okay. And if they're going on a diet where they're cutting out processed foods and sugar, they can actually improve their health. But that's basically my point today, is that they're not going to realise until they're older. So they're convinced now of one thing. They think we're all crazy, probably. These carnivore people are crazy. They're going to get cancer, because that's another lie they've been told. They're going to get cancer. They're going to have heart attacks. Come on, you! She's all the way over there. There she is. And why is she going that way now? Where's your stick? Go and get your stick. Now, it's like, once again, division. Governments are trying to cause division between the younger generation and the older generation. There seems to be a common theme there, you know. So the younger generation are all turning vegan and plant-based. Well, the older generation, we've tried that when we were a little bit younger. Now we're aging a bit more. We're realising that's made me worse. I mean, I'm 1,000 times worse now trying that. I'll try this carnivore diet, and you try it and you realise, oh my God, I can't believe this, but it's true. I feel better with just eating meat. And then you try, you eat meat for a while, and then you try plants again. You realise, my God, that's how I used to feel. I feel bad now like I used to feel. So it was the plants. I've done tests trying to bring back plant foods into my diet again. So many times now, I know for certain fact that the plant foods are the things that destroyed me, and all them bad symptoms when I was on the plant foods were caused by the plant foods, and they come back if I reintroduce plant foods again. So why would I want to do that? I'm not going to want to do it. Take this off, it's getting hot. Let me use a stick. So the 25-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the 35-year-olds, now they're all calling us idiots or whatever they want to do. It's, you know, the strange thing with these highly plant-based diets and vegan diets is it seems to affect their mental health in a way where they want to abuse and whatever. But for many of them, I think I heard someone say that the biggest number of people starting carnivore are ex-vegans. 87% of people who are vegan now, in a couple of years' time, they will have given up vegan, and many of them will have turned carnivore. So one of the highest numbers of people turning carnivore are actually ex-vegans. I was ex-vegan. I was ex-fruitarian. When you go to that extreme, your health, the plant foods damage your health even worse. If you're eating meat, fish or whatever, and some plant foods, not overdoing too much plant foods, and having meat as well, so you're not getting deficient in that, and you're having a bit of healthy fats, butter maybe, you know, you're not going to, your health isn't deteriorating so much. When you go low fat, your gallbladder stops doing work. It's meant to be, it's there to emulsify the fats or whatever, to help it digest by producing the bile. And every day you eat the fat, then the gallbladder is squeezing out the bile to digest the fats, and the gallbladder is being used, worked. Just like when you do running, you exercise your muscles. Just like weight training, when you exercise your muscles, the muscles then will respond, become healthier, grow. Just like when you do endurance training, you train your heart. You're doing sprints, train your heart, your muscle of the heart will grow. Just like exactly the same. If you eating fat daily, With each meal, preferably, the gallbladder will be exercised. It'll get stronger. So the longer you're on the carnivore diet, the gallbladder will get healthier. All your internal organs will become healthier. Your liver, your kidneys, everything will become healthier. For the younger generation, all these who are really, really convinced the plant foods are the best and convinced meat is bad, they'll be listening to me and they'll be thinking, I don't believe that, I don't believe that. They'll just, in their mind, the propaganda, brainwashing will be there. The brainwashing is, part of the brainwashing is to keep saying, no, that's rubbish, you're talking rubbish. One day though, when they get ill and they become like I did, they're going to realise, oh my God, they were right. You should listen to your elders. And that's the thing in this world nowadays. It seems like they're trying to cause divisions between the younger generation and the older generation, but wisdom comes with age. I didn't know nothing about how healthy just eating meat could be. Not many people do. And last thing before I turn this off, there was a young carnivore, Joey Schwartz. He came along and I thought he was great. I was following him and he was great. And he was looking great, he was on carnivore, he loved it. He was one of us, and I thought, there's not many young people. I just thought he was so intelligent. I thought he was so sensible. This guy, to start the carnivore like so young, I thought he's going to be really healthy. He's going to have a really good long life. Fit, he looked slim. And for me, he just went a bit extreme. Yeah, he went raw. And now I think raw could be better. I can't eat raw, I've tried, I want to. He tried raw and then he got into all this fruit and he's gone high carb, He's gone like, he's convinced high carb is good. But I can only go by what I see. And for me, Joey Schwartz turned from a really nice person, doing interviews, really friendly. He was just great. Everyone was interviewing him. He was always getting interviewed with the carnivores. He was on demand. He was getting loads of followers. And then he just turned, as he was eating more and more fruit and whatever, I don't know. Maybe the raw food was not so good. Maybe we are more designed to eat cooked food nowadays. But he just become aloof, like as if he wanted to criticize everyone just for the fun of it. I could say really childish, like just wanting to criticize other carnivore influencers, picking stupid things, and instead of having be an adult, like say coffee, I won't be drinking coffee again. I won't drink caffeine. I think it is really bad. The toxins in them are really bad. And I don't think any carnivore should be doing it really. But I got nothing bad to say about them. And I can only give my opinion, what I believe, what I think. I'm not going to call them out and make out I'm better than them or whatever. The way, that's the way he was talking, like as if he was above people like Ken Berry. How could he think he's above Ken Berry? God almighty, one of the most popular carnivores there is. Everyone loves Ken Berry. So many people started the carnivore diet because of Ken Berry. And Ken Berry isn't pushy of, they've got to be strict, he also says if you can't be strict carnivore, just make meat the big part of your diet, and he gives what other foods are the best. You know, plant foods are best to eat. He says limit them, don't have too many. He gives really good advice. So I don't know what Joey Schwartz is saying or what. It was like as if Joey Schwartz turned a bit. Come on, up. I don't know. He's just like mental problems. It seemed like whatever diet he was doing wasn't good for his brain, his mental health. I don't think so, anyway. If you're eating the right diet, you're not going to be like argumentative and calling people out. You're chilled out. You eat the right diet, you realise we all make mistakes, we all got problems, we're not all right about things, we've all got different opinions. No one person is better than another person. You can believe you're better than another person, and you can have traumatic experience happen to you that can bring you right back down to earth, which I've experienced a few of. Here we go. That's my little talk today about the difference between the younger generation and the older generation. We look at Paul Saladino. He's a younger generation carnivore in a way, but like, because he does a lot of exercise, he's out training on surfing daily, and he can use a lot of he could burn up carbohydrates when he's doing all that exercise. So he's gone on to the high fruit diet. I think he said he was up to 300 grams a day. I think Joey Schwartz is doing similar. And he can burn that up. Now, you look at the professional cyclists, they've got to keep like a high carbohydrate diet. I think they're on white rice and stuff. Is big part of it. White rice and chicken, and then when they doing the races, they've got these gel drinks that they rip open, and they got to eat them every half an hour, every hour on the bike to keep their energy levels up. And they're healthy because they are burning all these carbohydrates up. So, if you're going to eat carbohydrates, do it. If you're doing intense physical endurance exercises, you could probably do it. But whether that's, to me, I don't know, because they are really healthy. You can't deny it. They look really healthy, they are. But at a young age, you can get away with it. I don't know. I've heard of a lot of these cyclists who do develop, when they get older, they do get all the arthritis problems. And that's why they basically got to stop their cycling careers. They do get the health problems later. So again, it's when they're younger and they can deal with it. When their detoxification system is good, they can do that. But last thing about Joey Schwartz, I don't think he was doing a lot of exercise. So he's on this 300 carbs a day, just turned into a podgy, not looking very well at all person from how good he looked when he first appeared. What a huge difference to prove to me that whatever he's doing is not working. Sometimes you can't see things yourself. You can't see the woods from the trees when you're in the middle of something. But if that's all he wants to do is get podgy big and say, oh, look at me, I'm big and podgy. I prefer to be slim and fit. If you look at that Durianrider, there's an example now of someone who is still doing quite good. He's like a vegan, and he's high carb, but he is like obsessed with his cycling and his running. And he doesn't look great. He's aged in the face and everything, but he's still super fit. But he did have problems. He was going so skinny. He's on the steroids. He even admits to it. So, once again, evidence that there's something lacking with the vegan diet, which you can only get in meat. So his low testosterone was making him lose so much weight on his super low fat diet. I think he don't eat any fat, hardly, does he? That he needed to do steroids then. So that's all I can think of for the moment. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Give you something to think about. If you like the video, press a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will get back to you. Thanks a lot. Bye for now. Bye.